Morning, everybody. It's about 7 a.m. It's Friday. It's Dennis and Carrie with Salty Beach Travel. And here we are. After 3 tries, we're finally getting to Ocean Cay. We've been up since about 6 a.m. I have other footage back to where you could barely see the island and just the lighthouse, but we are super excited to be here. There's not a lot of footage on the island itself, so we're hoping to bring you a 3 or 4 part series of MSC's Ocean Cay. First things first though, again, show us some love, reach down, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and turn on your notifications. So our first time trying to get here, we were actually on Meraviglia, and we were going to Nassau and then to Ocean Cay and then back to Miami. Well, unfortunately, the island wasn't complete at the time. We were kind of disappointed, but we turned and burned and went to Cozumel and actually had a great time doing that. Our second time we were supposed to come here, we were actually going to bring all 7 of our kids with us, a couple boyfriends, because some of our kids are actually a little bit older. And that actually got canceled due to COVID. We were scheduled to be on MSc Harmonia at the time. So here we are, 3rd time's a charm. Now, you may be looking at this footage here and thinking, oh my gosh, they're coming into port about 35 miles an hour. Actually, we're not. I had to speed this whole thing up due to the fact that all the footage we had recorded actually came out to about 35 minutes. So I was able to condense it down to about 10 to 11 minutes, I hope. That way it doesn't bore you to death. But yeah, we're super excited about this. We're coming into port, and everything that we've heard, this channel is super narrow, and it is. The water itself is crystal clear. It's unbelievable how clear this is. I had to turn the volume down on the footage and dub over it here because the winds were actually a little bit higher today. The waves were, kind of wicked, as you'll see in some footage coming up. But yeah, believe me, we are super excited about this. So these here are our first ever views of the island. As you can see right there, dead center of the screen, there's the lighthouse that everybody talks about. It's absolutely beautiful. There's Lighthouse Bay right there beside it. Out here by the docks, you can start seeing the trees in the background. They're all starting to take root. They don't have as much supports up on them anymore as what they did in the past. Everything's looking good. This is so cool. I'm just absolutely in awe what MSC did to this island, being an old dumping ground and now converting it into a paradise. Just take a look at this view. Now imagine this in 10 years when everything's growing, everything's nice and tall. It almost looks like a paradise jungle, if you will. Over there in the foreground, you can see some different colored housing. Our friend Vincent told us that that's where the crew lives that actually lives on the island. There's a crew of about 100 that stays here all the time. He was telling us that they were actually 5 weeks on, 2 weeks off, and then they go back to their home in the Bahamas. So here I am thinking we're just going to pull right up here to port. He's going to turn the bow thrusters on. We're going to move over. They're going to rope off. Of course, that was not the case. So as we're standing there getting some good footage, I look down and I realize that the front bow thrusters are moving on the ship. Now, mind you, we're on the 5th, 6th biggest ship in the world, and they're gonna do a 180 right here. I couldn't believe what we were actually experiencing, but hey, they're gonna turn the ship around, they're gonna dock on the stern side, it's all good, right? Well, it took us about 10-12 minutes. We did an about face. Now we're facing back into the buoys here in the channel. Got MSc 1 standing out there on standby just in case anything goes wrong. It's a cute little tugboat. But yeah, we're on the stern side of the ship right now. We're looking back at the island this way. I was just still in awe that they turned this thing around up here in such tight spaces. As you can see, I'm a little antsy. It may have been them 3 cups of that Italian coffee that I had, but I'm back and forth. I'm all over this ship. I'm super excited. But yeah, I could not sit still. Here's a great view of Deck 19 up in Yacht Club. You got the pool off to the left, still closed off because it's early. You've got plenty of seating all over the place. You're going back over here, and that's one of the main entrances. Over here to the left's the bar. And then straight ahead, there's Carrie standing there talking to our new friend, Vincent. Vincent was actually a pool attendant / bartender and just an all-around great person. He was actually recommending places to go out on Ocean Cay, things to look at. Told us go up by the shark nets. You could usually see some nurse sharks. There's some sea turtles out there. I'll tell you what, all around Vincent was just one great dude. And one thing about Vincent, by day 2, he knew our names. Every time we came up to Yacht Club there on the 19th floor, hey Miss Carrie, hey Dennis, how are you guys today? I just found that amazing. And the kid always came over and talked to us no matter what he had going on. So the pink tower over here to the left, kind of middle of the screen, that's actually the excursions desk right there. Now, there's a backstory to all of this. I cannot remember where Carrie and I were, but she mentioned to me one time, I've never been on jet skis. So I said, hey, you know what? I'm gonna go after Husband of the Year here. And I rented the jet ski excursion for us here on MSc Ocean Cay. That'll actually be coming up in a video in this series here somewhere. But yeah, we were super excited about that, and you'll see why. Henceforth, why we find us now, we have a GoPro, we have a YouTube channel, we've got over 4 hours of footage to go through. This right here is what started it all. Originally on this cruise itinerary, we were supposed to be here on Ocean Cay overnight and then actually leave out the second day around 6 p.m. So that would have given us well over a day and a half here. That's one thing we were pretty super excited for. But with the storms earlier in the week, and actually we were on a flight coming into those storms, it kind of messed up the whole itinerary. So they had to turn the itinerary completely around. We went to Mexico first and then came back up to the Bahamas. It was all good, but I'll be honest with you, you need 2 full days here to see every single thing. Look how clear that water is down there. Back up in the upper right hand corner, that's actually Yacht Club. That's their whole area. This is all Lighthouse Beach right here. We'll have more footage where we kind of went snorkeling out here near the shark net. There's actually a ton of fish there. It was pretty cool. But yeah, you can see the little carts coming back and forth. They were unloading all the food off the ship for the day. But yeah, make sure you follow us on social media. We're out there. We appreciate the love. Thank you.